Bonjour, hi! Welcome to this recorded live session from Twitch. It will be a very long video, that's why I put timestamp in the description so you could skip to the part that interests you. Also, if you want exactly when I'm streaming, go visit twitch.tv/fboucheros. But for now, let's watch this session.
Bonjour, hi, welcome to the stream. I'm Frank Boucher, and I hope you can hear me, because it's a on-the-road setup. As you can see, this is real curtain, it's not some fake green screen effect. I'm in my hotel room, and I'm in Toronto today. I will be streaming for less than 2 hours today because I poorly planned my schedule. I'm flying back to Montreal and it's a little bit tight, so I want to do as much as possible. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so Copper Birdie, good morning, or like it's not morning for you, so good day. Can you hear me? Cool, excellent. How are you? How was your week? Did you purchase anything crazy for this Black Friday? On my side, I used it to buy a second screen. So now and I realized this morning when I was setting up this stuff that my laptop, the screen is not 1080 compatible. So that's why maybe you have borders and stuff like that. So maybe in the future what I will do is, strangely, buying a second screen. It's cheaper to go, like my laptop is 13 inch diagonal. But it's cheapest to buy something bigger, so my second screen is 15 inch. So and this one is 1080p compatible. So what I will do, maybe I will take this as a primary and have my laptop on the side. Since I already have, I brought a keyboard. I came with all the big set. I came from one night and I still had like a carry-on still, but you know, big luggage. You bought an old man laptop? That's cool. I'm thinking for a while now to buy a second laptop, but the thing is, I don't want something very bulky. I want something thin, because what I want to do is carry both all the time. So I will have one like full-fledged Linux, and the other one will be my Windows regular. I would like to do sorry, didn't speak much today. I tried to install Linux on my Surface, but I had a bunch of issues. I needed to recompile myself the kernel and things like that, and I didn't feel comfortable doing that. So just play again. The old man is my. Oh, did you buy? Okay, so you buy a laptop for your father. You didn't buy an old laptop. Sorry, misread you. Oh, cool. Well, that's nice. What did you buy him? Yesterday I was so happy. I met one of my coworker, completely you know, not planned. She's based in the West Coast at San Francisco, and she was in Montreal airport, and she saw me because I was doing my stuff, and like, but it was so nice. And she had the HoloLens 2. So do you want to try it? So I was, you know, playing with those things, in the airport waiting for her flight, and it was super nice because she was just sitting beside me for the full flight, an hour flight. But it was super nice to have the chance to chat with her, and she's doing a talk tonight about augmented reality in the Microsoft Reactor here in Toronto, and it was awesome. So if you want to see how silly I look, you can go on my Instagram account. So Instagram / or find me on Instagram. It's Frankie's Notes. Oh, I can do better than that. Frank, you can do better than that. Instagram. I can do better than that. Come on. Not now. I'm not sure. It was in my stories, so anyway. Not sure if the stories are available for not a huge laptop. XP stream 14. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's good. Laptop is good, right? Okay, so let's go this screen. The thing I forgot when I packed is my Stream Deck. So now I need to check always on the other screen to see my different scenes and switch it. It's not dramatic, but it just, you know, could be improved. Okay, so cool. So this is the view for coding today, and we'll be working on Blind2021. Oh, I change the name every time I open that thing. 2021. The other day I was calling it 2020. But 2020 is kind of too close. Like it's in a few days. It's 2021. Let's give us a chance. And yeah, I think it will be like maybe with the HoloLens 3.0. You know, our headset when we want the lens to be talking. Hey, thanks for the. Oh, it's on YouTube. So thanks for the subscription, Last Steve. So on the last episode of Blind 2021, we were working on adding status. So I was testing in just before the stream. So let's do it again. Just to be sure what we did. I think we are pretty close to have something that will work. Didn't work. Go on. That's strange. Or maybe because I moved it while I was compiling. Let's try again. The image is also very yellow because of that light. I have brought a little spot, but I was trying to keep the equipment I have out of my bag as minimum, so when I will be done with the stream I can quickly wrap everything and run to the airport. Okay, so terminal. Sorry about that. Okay, so if I say show, do I see something? What is it? Oh, there? No, where is it? Where is it? think I know what it is. Yeah. I put the breakpoint. You put the breakpoint, Frank. That's why. And voila. Cool. Okay. Okay, so. And fine. But don't bug me right now. I'm streaming. Focused assist. Nothing. Voila. That was visible, right? Yeah. Okay, so here we are. So we can go now to the okay, so we are inside. So now if we go, forgot. Oh, it's description. Forgot. Damn, how can I forget the? I should have well, that's the thing. We should have a list of the available command, though. Yeah, we should have something, or like, hey, I don't know what to type, but let's say we go east. So now we are in a nice cozy living room. The north wall, there's a mirror and a flashlight on the table. So let's take the flashlight. Flashlight. So now we have the flashlight was removed from the living room and the flashlight was added in our inventory. So if we do inventory, so now in our inventory we have the flashlight, and also, and that's why I put the breakpoint, because I was hoping, let's put the breakpoint here. Show in the, so we have one key event right now, and is you found the flashlight. So what I would like to do is, it's good enough with one key event. I don't mind right now having a great structure of the thing. I just want it to exist, the summary. So I would like now, it would be nice if we could have, like, what I want is an event that will generate a blob of text or like some information, so probably a JSON output, or like a fill up an object. Yeah, fill up an object, so we will be able to save that object eventually. And that object, I want it to have the percentage of completion, something like that. So what we could do is, every time you enter in a new room, and I know that because there's a as showed description, when you see that, when you enter the first time in a room, it check if you already seen that room. So when I go to this event, I would do a +1 on the number of rooms discovered. So at the end I can take that number compared to the total number of rooms or whatever, and then we could say, oh yeah, you covered 30% of the map, you found a flashlight, and that will be our summary right now. Or maybe we could say the location, the current location. So when you reload the game, when I reload the game, I won't remember all the room though. But then it could be cool, yeah. Let's at least have the summary, kind of start our object summary and start filling it. I think that would be good. So let's go in our glow board and we're talking about this thing, and we are right now adding a summary generator. Hey, another subscriber on YouTube. There's a lot of activity on YouTube today. Sorry again for this. This is I don't know how you say that in English. In French we say we have a chat, like we have a cat in our throat. Full of fur. I don't know how you say that in English. What's the expression? Okay, summary generation. So I just want to add a little bit more detail. So add when quitting. Hey, thanks for the follow. El Bruno MVP. El Bruno, how are you, my friend? Super happy to see you on my stream. That's pretty cool. Welcome. Looking forward to see you in the chat. We're working on a game today. That's my way to get back to the code and do fun stuff. And I'm planning to add some AI also in it. But not yet, because I started from scratch. I'm not using any framework, and I have a friend, Em. She's also a cloud advocate. She's based in Toronto, and she does a bunch of games. And when I talked about that idea, she was very nice with me, and she was like, "Oh, that's a great idea." And so like you could use a bunch of frameworks. I said, no, I don't want to use any framework. I want to build everything from scratch because it's an exercise to learn and do stuff. I'm not Yes, I look forward to have a game that is interesting, and maybe someone will play with it. At least I should play it, at least, right? Even if I know everything, though. But like the purpose is really to have fun doing funky stuff with it, right? So I don't want to use any framework, but say, yeah, plenty of framework, You're based in Toronto, Bruno, right? Are you going to the reactor tonight for the augmented reality meetup? Because it's kind of in your focus area, right? Let me share a link. Developing multi-platform stuff. It's so cool. It will be talking. So that's the one I met at the airport. So I think you should see. You should go to that meetup if you have time. It's tonight, right? Or is it afternoon or tonight? $4 p.m. Yeah, afternoon. But it's early afternoon. Mine was at 7 yesterday. No, it was 5. Yeah, same thing. Same difference. Okay, so let's back. So I was in the thing. So when then maybe what I should do instead is just keep that up to date. Like right now, So right now, like if we look in the code, here I had a list of key event, and oh yeah, and we need also to keep the inventory, right? So keep track of. And I think also I want to do it now. I may work on that during the weekend, but I want to, all the project I do online, I want to add more details so people could be interested to participate. Like things will be clearly defined, so if you are interested to jump in and add some feature, like you have some, hey yeah, I would like to this, so like you say, oh, like if this is easy, I can do it. Right now it's kind of, I tried to put things there, but it's not very descriptive. So, and I really want to play with you guys and girls, cloudies. Though this is not very cloud yet. So yeah, so maybe this weekend I will work on that and try to add more definition, so it more tempting for people to start working on that. So current location, inventories. Not sure how I'll do that though. Inventories. Because if I start doing that, it means I need to remember the inventory. Yeah, if I do that, I kind of need to remember everything. Maybe that's what, like, maybe that, in fact, that's probably what a save game is, right? Because if you take the flashlight from the living room, when you load back, I need to remember everything. So yeah, I'm assuming I will need to save everything. Well, let's start with the summary. The summary is a text. Of the key event. I'm wondering, maybe I should, so all those things here, like the room manager and the inventory and the key event, maybe they should be in a new object called game session, and I create a new instance of game session, and then I will be able to do game session save or game session load, and that will fill up everything, right? And with that, I should remember all of it. So I think I will do that, and from that we'll be able to, but that was not the purpose of because now I already have key event. The only thing I don't have is the map coverage, and that was in my my summary I wanted. But summary could be just a way to express the information from the save game. Yeah. So let's, so summary, yeah, so that's our thing. So let's create another one that's in progress, and it will be add a game session class. Let's do this, and that will be assigned to me. I don't know why I have so many Frank. Label. Totally, people can help. Did I put something like I didn't do it like on stream? Okay, that's good. Do I have milestone? Milestone. That's definitely in the. Okay, so now let's add a description of what it is.
Searching for some sunshine. Just need one ray through the dark skies. I gotta look for the bright side. I know we're gonna be alright. I know we're gonna be alright.
Anything else I should add? Like, it contains the status of all rooms. In status, I mean description and inventory, room inventory. The player inventory, the summaries, the map coverage, player, or the list of key events. Or the triggered, the list of triggered key event. What else do we need? What else do we need? I think that's it. Oh, like probably, but we don't have it yet. But the player information. Not sure what I will have. I want I think the game would say, how should I call you or something like that. So instead of having gender, because I want the game to be like gender friendly, so I don't want to assume anything. So I think I will just ask, hey, what do you want me to call you, and use that. Oh, that's the problem. Like that table has a kind of a marble surface and it's super cold. I was wondering why I'm freezing. I have a hoodie. No, it's not like a warm hoodie, but can I add? Like a reference to another one. Oh, I think that I need to go in this one and
what you wanna hear. I will bite
Number 4.
my tongue till I disappear.
No.
Take me apart, let the pieces fall to the cold ground where they belong.
I don't know how to do that. I'll need to like I would like to link to task to things, say hey, you know, this task also talk about the other one. But that's fine. Okay, so we have some kind of thing, so now let's create our new class and start moving from there. So let's create a new task, so we'll create that, and I said it was games come on, game session.
Take me apart, let the pieces fall to the cold ground where they belong. I'm hanging on to every word that you breathe, because my sanity has been lost in me, lost in me, lost in me, lost in me.
So that game session sorry again, we'll have the property here that I have. To say what you wanna hear. And now we should have
My tongue till I disappear.
I should do what's the good way to because eventually when we get there, like, we will be loading it. Because you could say load, save. But for now, we don't have any for now I don't have any type. I don't have any, oh, it's loading or it's saving, so I will keep it that way. So when you create game session, it kind of initialize everything. But what I will do eventually is instead just do load with a type or something, and you will be loading from the database or creating a new instance, I think. What do you think? It's good enough, right? And I wonder, I should make it public or so now in my program, instead of having those things, I will have not sure I like this team. That feel like everything is. I feel like please send me some foil. I feel like this team matched the color of this image. Like everything is orange. Oh, maybe that's the thing. I should go with light. So now I have white light in my face, but it's not very pleasing. Let's go blue. My usual. That's better. Eventually I will have some kind of chat bot. On a Monday we'll be working on that. Adding a chat bot. But you still have plenty of command available. If you go in the chat, you can always do commands. You have a bunch of stuff. And you know what I will do now, guys? I will do a little ads. 30-second ads. So for all the subscriber, you won't have any ads. For the others, the goal of running those ads is just to avoid when you're arriving to my channel to have ads every time. So when I'm doing boring task, I run a ad, and this time, next time, you won't have it. So let's 30 seconds. See you then.
feet off the ground, let gravity take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go. I wanna sail away, I wanna feel the weightlessness of my soul. I've gotta go.
Hello, you're back. How was this? How was the ad? Was it cool? Was it nice? What was it about? I wonder if everyone is seeing the same ads, the same commercial. So I just start, you know, adding game session in front of all our objects. So I assume it was a boring session and it was okay for me to get started with that without waiting for all of you. So let's do, can I do this? It won't compile, huh? Oh, build, cool.
Lift my feet off the ground, let gravity take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go. I wanna sail away, I wanna feel the weightlessness of my soul. I've gotta go all the way to eternity. I will run all the way to see you. I've gotta go all the way. Time and space.
Doesn't look like I'm losing any frames today. That's pretty cool. I'm happy about that. Stream quality apparently is good. 30 frames second. Not even 1% of drop frames. Pretty happy with the setup. It's not the most prettiest, but I'm happy. What do you think? It's nice, right? I like it. Okay, so the hotel is texting me, but I'm not leaving yet. Come on. Where's the result of my build? The build passed? Like, yeah, seriously? I was not expecting that to be that easy. Well, okay. I want a function here that will be public, and that will be your summary. There will be a string. And let's do something very simple for now. So we'll do for each. Should I do a counter like Hello, Laser. How are you? Is it him? Or maybe I shouldn't say like here. We met in real life, Laser? Well, thanks for the following, Laser. I do a little bit of everything, so today it's not a web thing, though I think I will wrap it up in a web interface eventually. Right now it's really coarse. I'm running in a console application. It's a game, a text-based adventure game, but I don't see why I couldn't run it in online. On a different project that we do on Wednesday, that's totally web application we're doing. So I'm a developer. I play a lot with more web or online stuff than anything else. Right now it's console just because the project was started by someone else as a console application, and it's easy. I don't need to deploy it. It's just like run it. But eventually, you know, like all that will turn out to be a library, and then we'll wrap up a nice interface around it. My voice is really low. Thanks. So I will try to fix that. Is that better? How can I boost that? Be moving it closer to me. Is it better this way? Still the same. Does the music was too loud though? Because it's at the maximum. I don't know how I can boost. Maybe I did something wrong. Yeah, I will do other tests. It's on the road setting, so it's not my usual setting. Today I'm from an hotel, so I'm running on my little road mic. It's a shotgun mic, so it's not the same as my usual, and so I'm sorry if the sound is low. Okay, so to be rich, you want to do web. Well, there's nothing like in anything else. You need to work a lot, but good. Programmation is definitely, I think, That's my 2 cents, a good way. So yeah, so what I think is I will have a visited room counter and I will just increment it every time I see another room. So in program I had where it was. If I'm a CS student, I'm not sure what CS mean. I'm definitely not a student, but always learning, that's a thing. When you are in computer science, everything changes every 3 weeks, so you constantly need to improve, learn, practice, and that's what I do on this stream. I have a lot of background on different tech and different languages and different things, and I use that background to learn new things, because even if I never create any game, I know I played games, I know how to code and different things, did a bunch of different stuff, so I'm using that knowledge to build a game and at the same time have fun. Yeah, it's crazy. Computer sciences, like it's just technology, whatever, development, IT. I don't know what you want to call that. Oh no, like I did graduate just a long time ago. But I self-learn a lot of things, because you cannot, don't expect to, at school you learn nothing. At school you learn how to learn. That's why I always tell my daughter, when you're at school, they just teach you how to learn, how to get better at learning complex stuff, how to get better at learning a lot of stuff in a short period of time, so prioritizing, structuring your mind to absorb as fast as possible. But you start learning when you start working or doing stuff. And Copper Birdie, I know it was there earlier. I don't know if you're still there, Copper Birdie.
My car don't look like a Phantom. I don't own that house in the Hamptons. I'm out 2 chains.
We'll do a shout out at the same time. He uses a website, and feel free to drop the link, Copper Birdie, if you're still there. There's a website that gives you a bunch of exercise to do, and it's very interesting. There's also, if you want to learn serverless, there's an event, not an event, but there's a thing, how it's called, it's 25 days of serverless. With a bunch of different challenge, and I think it starts soon. Oh. It started the 1st of December, I think. Yeah, voilà. Well, that would be very, if you want to learn about serverless, and I think you should, definitely check here. So I will share the link in the description, in the chat. Definitely have a look to that. That will be pretty cool. They will have a bunch of exercise and challenge for 25 days starting in the 1st of December, so in 2 days, right? Or yeah, 2 days. Well, that should be very, interesting. Ooh, is it possible to? I don't think so. It's It's a good question, Laser. So the question is it possible to go into web development or software development industry without any degrees? It's always possible to do anything, but I think you start like everybody else will have like a huge edge of advance compared to you, because they will know structure, they will know engine, frameworks, best practices, tons of things that you may not know. You may know them, but your employer won't have any confirmation. That paper when you go at school confirm that you know your basic, all those best practices and things like that. So yeah, but then like hit the experience, and yeah, so I think you need a paper, but it may not be impossible though. We'll see. Could be today. Totally, I own a dev company and I had a few fresh hires that really cool. Oh yeah, like I think it's better to have your paper, but if you're good, you're good. But then it's always try. I got turned down for a different job, and it was funny because even at some jobs, someone reached out to me and say, I want to hire you, and then HR at the end refused because I didn't have whatever diploma they were looking for. Even if I had studying at university for 6 years, I have a bunch of papers, I was working in the industry for 10 years, I said nope. And they were coming from like, I didn't look for their job, they came to see me, and at the end said, oh, I cannot hire you because you don't have that paper. Some company are that way, but I think it may be an old mindset, or definitely not a grown mindset. So yeah, it's possible. I don't know. I think so, but a degree help migrating. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. In US it is. The market is, there's a lot of people on the market. Also, if you learn .NET or those things, like there's a lot of demands, so there's a lot of opportunities, but there's a lot also of people. So if they are not sure, they will probably take the person with the paper. But you can start right away. Like after my first session, I was working in web development before going to school, and but you know, doing little contract and dev development and animation with Flash back in the day. And after my first session at school, not even a full year, like the mid-year, one of my teachers told me like, hey, you know, like some company called us, I give them your name, and I start working right away. Not full-time because I was at school, of course, but kind of half-time. That was kind of 25-30 hours a week. Yeah, right away. So Codephobia said, I think this is the first chance I've had to catch your stream. Fellow live coder. Well, I'm glad you're here. Are you on the West Coast, Codephobia? Well, if you are on the West Coast, then it must be crazy early for you. Oh no, like 7 a.m. It's not that bad. Oh, outside Vancouver. Well, welcome. Today I'm in Toronto. Flying back soon. I will wrap up my stuff in about 45 minutes in a rush to jump in a Uber and drive to, not drive, but get drive to the airport, flying back to Montreal in a few hours. I was here to give a presentation yesterday on DevOps, Azure DevOps. And it was a 30-person. That was cool. Like very active, a lot of questions. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully they had too. You never know, right? But it was pleasant. When I'm done with it and I feel energized, then I know it was fun. When you end your session, it's just like, I want to go sleep. Then it was not a good session. No, I've been playing with ARM templates. It's kind of the other structure, very popular architecture as a code kind of thing. Terraform, I've been wanted to play with it, or at least to test it, because a lot of people, I do a lot of ARM template, and often people ask me, hey, what's the difference, or like, what's the best and pro and cons? So I know Terraform is also very good. I know there's pros and cons on both. I have no experience with Terraform. I just need to make some tests and experience. I'm just super busy with a bunch of stuff, with different stuff. Right now I'm very busy with the Ignite the Tour. I don't know if you will attend to any of those events, Ignite the Tour, but I'm involved in that, so I will be presenting in 10 cities around the globe. Next one being Beijing in 2 weeks, I think. So a lot of time involved in that. Yes, I work at Microsoft. I'm a cloud advocate at Microsoft. Hello, Nav002, by the way. I've been at Microsoft for about close to 1 year. I started in 4th of January this year. So mostly done. Soon I will be able to say 1 year Microsoft employee. But I've been in the Microsoft ecosystem for the past, I think, 10 years. Being a Microsoft MVP, or like what they call a P-seller, and working in the partners environment. So I was working for a company really close to Microsoft, so I know that ecosystem for a very long time. I'm pretty good. How are you? Pretty good. Excited. Like my stream, I'm happy. My stream on the road stream is working well. Didn't have any drop frame. My setting is good. Apparently the volume of my voice is a little bit low, so we'll need to check that out. But like it's a different setup. I was happy. Also, I have a new monitor that I bought thanks to the Black Friday special. I have now a little side monitor, not little, it's bigger than my laptop. It's a 15-inch and my laptop is 13-inch. But this way I could have the chat on the side, I could have my control, I could have the radio. Otherwise everything is jam-packed in my little screen, and I end up with the tiny rectangle where I could have code. And I think on the next stream on the road, what I will do, I will probably use the 15-inch that is 1080p compatible, so that way you won't, I'm assuming for you see black bars beside, because I'm not filling everything if you're watching it. I'm assuming Twitch stream in 1080, so the format is not the same, so I think doing that will be better. And also for me, I will have more space in my main window. Like the side window is cool, like I wanted things there, but I think having everything in the same, even if the chat could be in my window, I think it would be better, because this way, instead of looking there and for you it look like I'm looking outside your monitor, I could switch the image and then you will have the feeling I'm looking my code at least. But yeah, and it's tiny. I need to change the resolution, or I'm getting too old. So Codephobia, if you get a chance to recommend checking it out, I would still consider myself a noob but I've really enjoyed it. And Freckode is amazing. Yeah, I don't think I could ever go back not using. Yeah, same for me. But yeah, I use a lot of ARM templates, and there's really good extension in Visual Studio Code to do that. So now I can create ARM template, like the rough of the ARM template, because ARM template, it's easy to get started, but then like having something really powerful, that could be challenging. Like it's a hate-love relationship I have with ARM template. And it's been a while, but I was really close to the ARM template team also, but we didn't chat for a while now, so maybe I should touch base with them and see what they are up to. I know they're working on new improvement. The new version of the ARM template and different tools will be great, but it's been a while, for like 10 months maybe I didn't speak with them, so yeah. So where I was trying to catch up in the stream. So so now say I am good. Thanks for asking. Of course, my pleasure. Code phobia, but yeah, I understand being busy with all the things. How do ever find times to keep up with this stuff? Don't stop. In IT, in like computer sciences and web development and development in general, it's like doing kayak on white water or being on white water. If you stop paddling, you're not just like stopping, like not progressing, you're losing track. You need to keep up, you need to always paddle, and if you wanna progress, you need to paddle stronger, faster. That's the only way. Like that's the best image I can see. Like it's not that maybe in other, like, you know, I don't know, I don't want like, if you learn like you're a dishwasher, like, you know, like you're working in a restaurant and you're washing the dishes, you learn how to do it, and then like you could maybe learn how to do it more efficiently, so you could be faster or something like that, but then that's it. Like you learn it, now you just like you do it, so you can stop learning it and just go autopilot and you do it. But in IT and dev, they release new version of everything every 3 weeks. There's new release of something in Azure every freaking day, and most of the time it's multiple features or product every day. So it's always changing. Hey Copper Birdie, share the links again that you use for your exercise online. The thing with the tool, the game stuff and everything. I think it could be interesting for, what was the name again? For Laser and everyone. But Laser was asking earlier some way to learn by himself. So yeah. Oh, cool! You have a link for that. But I thought, like, I'm talking about the, you know, the website you showed me the other day, the with exercise with plenty of different languages and stuff like that. I think it's Coding Game, yeah. Thank you, sir. So I saw questions. What is it? Is it difficult to get in Microsoft as a fresher dev? Hey, thanks for the follow, Nave002. I'm not sure what's fresher dev. Do you mean like a new one? Like there's plenty of role in Microsoft. They have a program even for students, so you could do your intern at Microsoft. So depending on your skills and what you do and what you would like to do, there's a lot of opportunity at Microsoft. So getting in is not hard, but then like it's not easy either. So Codephobia, AWS is kind of in the same boat. Better than point and click, but not very user friendly. What did I miss? Because Terraform is AWS. Terraform can work also with Azure. I thought the Terraform was more like cross-platform thing. I didn't thought there was AWS. See, learning something every time, every day. You want to see the game, Codephobia? Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Let me add a command, and I will share that with you. Okay. Fresher developer. I'm assuming fresher. I'm not sure. Well, I don't understand the expression fresher, so I'm assuming it's a new, like no experience. If it's what you mean, I think I answered the question. Yes, it's possible. If it's not just detail, it's probably just a translation, French, English in my head that doesn't work correctly. So since we were working on the summary, let's add a new command, summary, and after that I will be able to show you the game if you're interested, Codephobia, because we have a working game right now and we are working on the summary today. So our summary is kind of very basic for now. I will just list all key events, and I was planning to do like the visit counter, but let's just change this. I will add a new command, command parsers, command. Whoops, no. So there, and the new command will be command underscore summary. And now in the right. I think that's good. So now let's go in program and let's add here. So we had here case when command dot summary will do. what will we do? Well, we'll do just... we'll do a console. Right line. And that will be game session. Summary. Like that's not really fancy though, but should work. So if the problem right now is I want to add few stuff, but I know also I'm running late in time. Let's do something. Let's do this. So we'll show the code to the game through Codephobia, and then we'll continue to improve it a little bit, because now if you run summary and nothing happened, like it will just say nothing. I would like to have, like I said, the map coverage and something a little bit more fancier, right? So let's just run it for now. So let's press F5, take some water. So I'm planning to stop in about 20 minutes. Please chat, remember me if I pass, because I don't want to miss my plane. So while this is building, let's recap on the chat. So blah blah blah, friendly, Coverbirdie share the link, coding game, okay. Oh, okay, so I'm up to the chat. Whoops. Okay, so that's our game. It's a text-based adventure game, so it's text, right? So when we start, we are outside Brady's house. So Brady is a guy. He's one of the product manager in Microsoft for the .NET team. The guy who started that project, Kevin, was kidding Brady because Brady was in the chat while he was streaming. So he just using his house and having fun with whatever. And I did the same because I met Brady at Ignite a few weeks ago, and Brady didn't have any voice, so we had a special room inside the game so he could rest and get better shape. So here you are. Brady is an extremely lovely house. There's even trees and flowers on your left. There's a truck on some blocks, and the exits where you can go, it's north, so you can type north if I type correctly, and now you get inside the house. Whoa, I screwed up. So you are inside the house. You see that? Yes, you see that. So inside the house, it's even nicer. There's 4,000 of electronics equipment sit on the table. So now you could go south. That will bring you outside. So if I go outside, and now you can go with the first letter also. So if I type S, it's the same thing as south. And see, now it just say outside Brady's house because I already visit that room, so the game knows, so it doesn't show me the description. And I have a command that I forgot to have the full description, and what it is oh, look. So if I type look, then I have the description again. So now let's go back in the house, so north, and now I could go east. So if I go east, now I have nice cozy living room. On the north wall there's a mirror. I want to use that for the game creator, so you see yourself and you could, you know, describe, because maybe you're you lost your memory. And in the game, like, I will put AI soon. I want some basic mechanic first, but you're wearing some glasses because you're blind. That's why the game is Blind 2021. So you're wearing some glasses, and the glasses are talking to you, describing what you see and things like that. So, and the glasses have their own kind of personality. So if you ask 3 times, for example, in the room, look, it eventually will say, come on, I just told you, like it's the same freaking kitchen or something like that. You get bored. So that will be that interaction between like the glasses, and maybe it's a HoloLens, I don't know, and you. So now see, there's a flashlight, and now what we did recently is you can now take the flashlight. So flashlight, GHD. So it removes the flashlight from the inventory of the room and add it to yours. So now if I do inventory, now I have the player's inventory contains a flashlight, and if I say show, no, look, now the description has changed. So the room now doesn't have the flashlight on the table. And the fact that you found the flashlight, that was one of the key event, because I wanted the game having some kind of, when you load the game, because right now we don't have anything to load, so we are starting working on the class that will be able to save the game session, but right now everything is in memory yet. So so you have key events. So when you load the game, what I want to do is show you the summary. So I was just working on that summary. So now the summary is just you found the flashlight, but I would like to have in the past episode or whatever, like, you know, you found the flashlight, you did walk this, and you have 30% map coverage, you are currently in living room, with the description, something like that. So that's the plan of today, like having that nice summary kind of thing. I'm not sure I will be able to finish everything, but hey, guess what, it's open source, it's in GitHub, you can have all the link if you do exclamation point GitHub. But let me share the URL with you guys. If you want to play, if you want to participate, work on some feature, feel free. I will be super happy. I accept pull requests, I promise. Except if you know, you can have plenty of room, you can draw a map of the current location. That will be also super cool, with maybe some properties or event, like, you know, I'm open to suggestion. Kevin the other day was suggesting I should have a map generator, something where you could have different rooms and stuff. So if you want to start working on that, yeah, come on. Like I'm using the my board here with the task and everything. It's too big for my screen. This is really bad. Come on, why it's so big? This is sad. I don't see. So I have a bunch of to-dos. I can add more. You can assign tasks. Like, feel free to jump in and participate. That's the goal of this project, is to work with you guys, have fun, learn together. And I'm not the best on everything. Like I said, I want to wrap that content eventually and have it online. So as soon as I have this, then I could do a CI/CD, and then every time we push to master, like run some, we could add some tests in it, have some code coverage, anything. So every time we push, it could be run the test and deploy online, so people can start playing and see, like, every time the evolution. So that could be a thing, right? So feel free, if you want to participate, Like, no shame. There's like plenty of opportunity there, and I will try this weekend to add more meat on all tasks, so maybe it's clearer if you want to join. But if you think about anything, and I'm saying anything you would like to participate, ask a comment, write an issue, say, hey, I would like to add this feature. Does it make sense? I will approve it. I will create a task, assign it to you. Like, come on, jump in. That's the goal. Like that's the beauty. It's a friendly environment here. There's no one bugging anyone. I promise. If someone does that, it will have to talk with me. So yeah, how do you like it, Codephobia? Do you like our little game? It's pretty basic for now. Pretty basic for now, but I like it. I have a lot of fun doing it though. Simple, right? But I've been working on that for maybe 3 streams now or 4 streams, so every time is about 2 hours. So not, there's a limit what you can do alone or by yourself. So that's why I'm looking forward to have people participating. Okay, so now what I want to do is add that map coverage. And maybe in the room manager.
My feet off the ground, let gravity take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go. I wanna sail away, I wanna feel.
So I think this is where I want to go. Here. So the game session wouldn't have the property it will make sense that it's the room manager who knows how many rooms you've seen and didn't see. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, so let's change that. So instead of having this here, we'll have it in the room manager. And it will be private. And here it will be also, if it's private, it should be a lower V though.
Gotta go all the way to eternity. I will run all the way to see you. I've gotta go all the way through time and space to find.
Right, and now I would like to add thing here. Thank you, Codephobia. I wish to see you another time. So let's do a public string map coverage coverage. It will be if rooms that count is greater than 0, then we want the I think, you know what, I will do string dot format and I want the So if any problem, instead of just returning an error, say, oh, you know, just return like, looks like you just start. No map coverage available yet. So now that we have a map coverage in our summary in game session, we could add something like summary that happened, then we go and we say room manager, I was map coverage, I called it, yep. And we should add like a little sentence at the beginning. That's so cool, and I have 2 minutes now. See you later, Copper Birdie. Anyway, I'm about to stop streaming in 2 minutes or something like that because I need to wrap up and run for the airport. Run, Forest! That would be like that would be me. So let's try it while we can. That would be a good one to get started if someone is interested. Adding this command. Like having something when you type help or info or interrogation point, just list what kind of command is available and maybe what they do or something like that. That could be useful. So if you're interested to do that, you can start working on that and suggest a PR. Definitely like that. So let's try our summary. So we'll go fast, so north and then east, and then we'll take the flashlight. Right, and now if I type summary, so here your summary. You found a flashlight. You have seen 0 of the map. So let's go west. Okay, so I didn't get there. If I go west again, okay, I got my event. So okay, so now if we go east, whoops. Okay, now if I type summary, so rooms counter is 4. So 4 by 4. Oh, so I saw all the rooms. So it should be 1. Ah, because it's an int. Oh yeah, multiply by. you've seen 100%. So before it was okay. Well, there's some bug there. Cool. Well, guys, any suggestions on who we should raid? Who's there? Oh, there's Mr. Fritz there. So we'll go raid him. So it was super fun being with you. A lot of activity today. I'm happy. I think I'm fine with my stream. I will work the UI so it will look better in the future. We'll try to understand that mic situation so the sound is better. And looking forward to see you. Next stream probably Monday will be the Meta Monday, so working on the stream. So maybe we'll be doing that exactly, testing my on the road setup, but from home. Who knows? So until then, my friend, I'll see you there. And if you're interested, I published a new video yesterday about how to deploy a website in Azure using the GitHub function. So you can go at YouTube/fboucheros or at cloud5minutes.com if you're interested. So without further ado, I say bye-bye, yeah.